case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
That's right. Rub the sleep out of your eyes, and if you're driving, please continue driving safely. You're listening to the Morning App with me, Peter, on the last day of February.
And me, Pruitt, on the almost first day of March.
And me, Mary.
Ben.
We did it! Introductions are here. What did everyone do for the weekend?
I went to go see a play.
What play?
The Bourgeois Gentleman.
I've never heard of that.
Yes.
Wow.
At the Valborg Theater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Very nice.
It was very fun. Very funny.
Bourgeois is not Italian.
I said sounds Italian as a joke.
Oh, you better know. I was like, excuse me?
I was joking.
Yeah. I was like, you better correct yourself real quick.
That's a great cover of me saying things that aren't true.
We're gonna get letters.
That sounds fun, though.
Good stuff. Did you just go for kicks, or did you know someone in the play?
Actually had to go for a class. I'm taking a theater class.
Page and stage? Oh.
Not sure what that means, but
That
I
was
had
a
to go
class.
see it for class, and I have to write an essay on it that's due in an hour.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
I think I had to do something like that. I remember going to Valborg.
I had to do that for a different theater class, so I was like, oh, I know. I took a page and stage with Mr. Davidson. I actually like that class, even though I fell asleep in it sometimes.
I actually used to take a theater class my freshman year. That was also in the Valborg Theater, so I was just...
In the theater?
Yeah, in the theater.
Oh, well, like,
Dang.
in, like... No, not in Valborg. You were in, what's the building?
Chapel Wills.
Chapel Wilson.
Oh, yeah, it was Chapel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, you didn't do nothing in that theater? It's the same, yeah, they say share the same building, but technically they're separate. I had a theater class there, that's where mine was, so I was like, hold on.
Yeah, it was nice going back there, though.
Correction,
I
yes.
like the Valborg Theater. It's a nice space. I really wish I was able to make it out for Bourgeois, but yeah.
What did you do? Pruitt?
What did I do? Man.
Uh-oh.
That's a good. Well, I believe I worked a lot, but I had. Oh my God.
I'm making it
In a world where I didn't do anything this weekend,
Oh, boo.
my girlfriend played The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on my Switch for 16 consecutive hours.
Ew.
Yeah, that was so funny. She discovered the joys and wonders of the Nintendo Switch by
Yes.
Breath of the Wild, as most of us did back in 2017, and
Shade.
so she was having a great time with that. So I would leave and do work or whatever, and she'd be there kind of doing her thing. Then I'd come back and she'd be there doing her thing. I was like,
It's a grind.
Yeah, totally.
I went back home on Sunday, and I don't talk to my brothers, as most of my listeners know. I'm just not very communicative with them. I saw my brother, and he has like 2 Nintendo Switches.
Whoa.
Two?
He got, because they made a second one with like a better handheld display.
The OLED.
yeah.
But I was very confused because I was like, you still have your old one? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what? I literally was like, what? Okay, like normally I was the type to always get the newer version of like a Nintendo console of one I had, because they usually did do a lot. Like I liked the big, they had the 3DS.
3DS
They had a tiny one.
XL.
Yeah, and then I got the new 3DS XL. I got like the big one, because I thought that was different. The OLED is literally, it's just a slightly better handheld display. That is it. I literally was like, what is the purpose of buying a whole new system? And now
I
he
thought
has
the
2.
same thing when it came out.
the battery's better.
I don't care. Whatever.
Wrecked.
So I just was like, okay. And he doesn't even play it that much. He was playing some game that's like Dark Souls, but not. I'd never heard of it.
Huh.
And that was pretty much the only conversation we had.
Gotcha.
That was fun. Driving all the way home and all the way back to get my registration. Actually, well, no, get my state inspection done so I can get my car re-registered, which I also have to pay for and have like no money.
Oh. Start a GoFundMe for Peter.
No.
No?
I just spent a lot of money this
No,
weekend.
his brother has 2 Switches.
Yeah, for real. I was literally like,
Just
sell
one of
it.
them.
Yeah, for real. I was like, just sell. Well, I found out, so the Nintendo Switch has like this little thing where you can slide the little controllers on the side into like a separate controller thing.
Right.
And I had lost mine, like literally the first week I had bought my Switch. I was like, what
Oh,
happened to it?
dang.
And it turns out my brother was like, yeah, I have a third one of these, and I don't know why. I was like, oh my god, that's mine. I literally was like, I have been missing this for like 4 years almost. Like,
gosh.
I wasn't that upset about it, but I was just like, how do I lose something like that? And there it was. I was like, okay, well, I'm taking this. I almost took the controllers from his old Switch because I was like, does it have the Joy-Con drift? And he's like, yes. I'm like, dang it, mine has drift.
Yeah.
We'll be talking
Nintendo will supposedly fix them for free.
I don't know. Whatever.
I've seen like tutorials online for how to.
I've tried. Trust me.
What did you do?
Yeah, Benjamin.
I worked Saturday and
For what?
basketball game, women's basketball.
What were you doing? I meant, like, I know that, but
I was doing graphics,
Oh.
which is basically when you watch a game and you see like the scoreboard at the bottom and you see like all those graphics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that be typing in a number and putting those up.
Nice.
Literally, it's literally like 2450, and then that is like a random programmed graphic, and then I'm like enter, and then it goes up, and then I leave it there for like 5 seconds, and then my director / bosses take it down, and then I go enter.
You're like, this is my life for the
That's
next
what they-
hour.
Sounds like fun.
Pay the big bucks for.
It's $10 an hour.
That's
Alright.
Like,
That's
I-
awesome.
So you got paid like $10 because like those games aren't that long.
Like $30.
Yeah.
Because I have to get there an hour early, so it's
Oh right.
Excellent.
an hour early to quite literally sit there at the computer and chill on my phone.
And then your boss will be like, get off your phone because now you got to change the score, and then you can go back on your phone.
Basically. But yeah, that's what I did. Oh, and then last night, played in a poker tournament, came in 13th out of 2,200.
Dang.
Wow, let's
Yeah.
go.
Very, very sad though. It started at 1:30 yesterday. I went to bed at 1:30 when I got out.
Gotcha.
Oh my.
Bro.
I know, long 12-hour grind. Almost won it.
Dang.
But that's what I did. Now I'm here.
Oh, that was literally the only thing I did was drive home. That was it. I didn't do anything exciting, unfortunately. Normally I have like something cool, but no. Oh. No, I can't even talk about that because it would just be too personal. But
Wow.
just good news happened to my friend Joey, so I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah.
Congratulations
Yeah.
to Joey.
Yes. Shout out
Yeah.
the Joey.
Yeah, love me, Joey.
The Joe man, the J man.
He's the greatest. I mean, dude, well, I didn't know this until yesterday. Spring break done crept up on me. It's
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Literally.
Next week.
My sales meeting is on Friday, and I'm only halfway through my like media kit. Not even, maybe like a third.
I would always do this day before.
I know, yeah.
Spring break felt like it was like a month away.
For real, that's what I thought. I thought it was
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, and then someone was like, "No, your spring break starts next Monday." I was like,
So excited. Our spring break starts Friday. Let's be
Not for me.
real.
I'm just
No.
glad for it to be like March soon. I feel like it's been February for like 4 months.
Which is the worst because February is, so short, ostensibly, but here we are.
I'm trying to get my money in because like I have an account that regularly gives me money.
What does that mean?
It's college savings.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to get I'm trying to like use it for rent and then use the rest to go to Dollywood.
Awesome.
I'm like, your boy wants to take a little trip to Dolly Parton Land before he graduates. So that is my plan for it. Joey wants to go. Ben, you can come still, but we haven't decided when. In fact, it might depend on you, considering you're going to be in
Ocala.
Ocala. Literally didn't think it existed. Ocala, Florida. I'm like, what state is that?
You want to see if Harris Jeter paid me on air? Speaking of.
No. What if they didn't pay you?
They did pay me.
Harris Jeter.
Harris Jeter. Woo!
You did it. I forgot. You're a bagger or whatever.
I am an express lane shopper at the Harris Jeter Peter. Come on.
That's the best. You don't have to worry about like
People.
80 items.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know.
People.
10 or less.
Fun, though.
Is it?
It's like, a little incredibly stressful. Like,
A little incredibly
I
stressful.
love that rationale.
well, just because I'm fine, like I'm there, I'm just doing my job, and then they're like, here's the delivery, because there's one phone that's the delivery phone, and if you're on deliveries, your life is miserable, and so I always try and like avoid eye contact and like go on different lanes
Like-
whenever I see someone with the delivery phone, so that they can't give it to me.
Delivery, like I'm going to your house.
Like I'm going to your car.
Oh.
Like people pull up and you're like, "Can I for groceries?"
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you
I was
for
like,
shopping.
I didn't know they did Domino's now. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
no, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, you're just trying to avoid that phone.
Right, yeah, but because I'm everyone's subordinate, because I've only been working there like a month, anyone can hand me the phone, and I'm just like, I don't know your name well enough to give this back to you, and also
dang.
you're lesser, you know. So it's like it's very high stakes for me to avoid the delivery phone, which is more stressful than late orders for me.
The Starbucks people know my name now, and I didn't even know who was talking to me. I was like, yeah, hi. Hello, because I got Starbucks this morning because I had to go in a little earlier than normal because their order ahead wasn't working, which made me very upset because I have like $20 on credit. So I had to come in and I was like, "Girl, scan my food." Like, and she was like talking to me and like her name tag wasn't like facing up, so I wasn't gonna pretend like I had no idea who she was. So I was like, "Do I know her outside of Starbucks?" I don't think so. She like referred to me to the girl she was training as one of our regulars, so I was like, "I'm assuming that's it."
Peter, I think she recognized your voice.
She did
from
not.
listening to the
No, she
morning
did not.
app
So don't
as
they
often.
have your name programmed into like?
Well, they do. That's how they know my name. I'm not like, but
Oh.
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know.
they're a morning app
I
listener.
still would not refer to me as name unless we knew each other
Oh
personally.
yeah, I wouldn't be like, hey Peter.
The manager at Starbucks knows me personally, so like
wow.
she refers to me by name, and it's cool. Shout out Erin. But like, I don't know you. The girl is like, unless I do know her, she had her mask on, so I had no idea.
I'd be like, give me my stuff.
Yep, please.
Well, I didn't get to order ahead, so I had to order there. I was kind of. I think that's why they didn't have the order ahead today because they were training someone. So shout out to you, girl. The girl who was.
I think they just wanted to see you, Peter. I think
They always
that's
see
what
me. I
order
always go in to pick up my food because I don't feel like waiting in that line. Because I'm like, why am I waiting in a drive-through line when my food is usually
Oh,
ready?
do you get food?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
What do you get at Starbucks?
I usually get the Impossible sandwich, and then I get a coffee. And then sometimes I'll get the egg whites, the little egg white, like the omelet bites, and
Yeah.
it's like roasted red pepper and egg, and cheese or something.
I like you call it like egg white and blue for
Ew.
the 4th of July. It'd be awesome.
Ew, if it was blue, I'd be a little concerned.
Starbucks over here. Take notes, please.
Yeah, it's like, you guys got that one for free, but I'm not giving you
Yeah,
any more ideas
yeah.
unless I'm being paid.
But I have a lot. I have a lot of ideas.
A little bit. Just pay me a cent more than what the express lane at Harris Teeter pays me, and I'm yours.
Yeah, because I always think it's disappointing at these like corporate coffee chains that they don't have like fun, fresh names for their coffee orders. Because you know when you go to like a
I don't know about
indie
you.
coffee
We're
shop,
different people.
no, it's fun because they'll be like, "Can I get the Carolina Sasquatch
Girl.
drink?" You know.
I
It's
have
awesome.
said I've said this before, and I will say it again. If I feel ridiculous ordering it, I'm not ordering it. Period.
It's true though. I have multiple experiences with this. Well, I haven't been back since the first time because I didn't like it. But there's a sub place here. I don't want to say names. There's a sub place here.
Wait, I
that
already
has
know
the
I already know what you're talking
That
about.
has the name of all of their sandwiches. It's like random things like skyscraper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I supposed to know what that is?
You're so
I'm like,
bad, and like you
client.
shouldn't have even said it was a sandwich place because everyone knows this place.
I know. That's why it's funny because I haven't explicitly said it, but everyone knows what
Right,
it is.
right.
Yeah.
I don't like saying I've gone there a few times and I don't like saying those sandwich names either.
Yeah. It's just not good. But
Yeah.
Was it the Cascades or Crossroads, the place on campus? They like barely don't cross the line of me feeling uncomfortable. Like saying the turtle for like a chocolate hazelnut.
that would
one's
be
not that bad.
Oh, that's
Crossroads.
fine.
No, that one's not that
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. Then they have like the grasshopper, which is like mint and chocolate.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
isn't
that's
that
right.
bad.
I forgot
Grasshopper's
about those
good.
cookies.
I like grasshopper.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
which I think is named after the cookies that it's called Keebler does, which are knockoff Thin Mints.
I don't like at Comeback Shack. My other one is like they have like little buffalo chicken sliders.
Yeah.
And the name for them are little Buffies.
I'm not calling
And
that.
I am not being like, can I get the little
Buffies. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that makes my entire day. If I could like start cracking up ordering my food and my waiter's like, I know, man. You know, we have that little moment of connection. Like that's a good food order for me.
True.
I feel like it's not meant to make you crack up, though.
They're trying to be unique, but it doesn't. Sure, they're unique, but they're uniquely an item I'm not going to ever
Little
take.
puppies.
We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the world in just a mo.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, you are listening to The Morning App. Hello, I'm Peter.
Hello, I'm Pruitt.
Hi, I'm Mary.
I'm Ben.
I am Ben. Wow, that was. This is maybe
Yeah, you
Morning
got
App
some-
history.
A three-syllable
That's
intro.
crazy.
You got some life out of me. On that one.
A three-syllable.
It's because I just saw we have
3 viewers.
3 viewers.
A syllable. Three viewers on Facebook. There are people who do listen through the radio. Hi.
Hey
Viewers
guys.
on Facebook. So you're seeing my face and my hair, which let's not talk about.
Yeah, I'm flustered now.
I still have no idea. I'm reading this now. Well, actually, we're gonna play my mom's favorite sound effect, as I found out.
Wow. Twitter update.
She does not like the sound effect. Euphoria ended its second season, and
I got so excited when you just said ended.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, thank God.
I am starting to turn. I haven't watched it, but I'm starting to turn into a fan. I think I might watch it because the way that like Twitter has like transformed it, I want to go. Me and Emerald, because she actually watches the show. As I found out. I feel like I could watch that show as a comedy because it is.
Yeah, I mean,
girl. I can't even talk about what happened in the last episode.
I was about to say, I mean, you can, but it would just be weird.
I think someone.
This person had sex with their boyfriend.
This person died. This person got their head slammed into a brick wall. This, and this happened. I was like, what on earth is this show?
But apparently it's just so incredibly upsetting the rest of the time, and I'm just like, I'm a fan for that.
I watched a character analysis on one of the very, very side
Cassie.
characters.
Oh, really?
Rue's little sister.
Oh, I didn't know she had a sister. I don't know this show.
And I was just like, okay, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassie is the one who's Sydney Sweeney's character, who's insane. She's a really good actress, though.
It's basically it's basically a soap opera.
Oh my gosh, it really is.
I mean, it is a soap opera with just good cinematography.
I was gonna say their cinematography, high key, is actually very good.
That's the only reason I respected the show for the first season.
Right.
And then it kept going, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You're put it out of its misery, Jesus.
Yeah.
I just don't have space in my life or my heart to feel that bad for people that do not exist right now, you know?
Oh, I was like, what? Where is this going?
Fictional characters. I don't know. I need some happier things happening right now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Exactly. Everyone on Euphoria, guys, come on.
Get some help.
Let's get it together. Get some help.
Let's hit it back. We're gonna go for a second story.
Wow. Twitter update.
With a second sound effect back to back.
Dragonfly.
There's a dragonfly. There's a second story.
For those of you who aren't aware, that sound effect comes from drag queen Carrie Colby. She got eliminated on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I felt obligated to announce that, considering I play that literally every episode.
Multiple times an episode.
Literally, I was like,
so many dragonflies in the studio.
For real, man.
So crazy.
And that's all I had to say on that.
I'm not native to Boone. I don't know how they get in here.
We'll move on. I wish I had a TikTok update sound effect.
Wow. Twitter update.
Someone just a wow TikTok update. Okay, so I saw this a few days ago, or no, I think it was maybe a day ago. It was really sad. So I was a huge fan of Jenna Marble's. Huge.
Oh no.
Nothing happened to her.
Okay.
Is she one of those YouTube people?
Didn't she get canceled?
She sort of did. It was more like some problematic video from 10 years ago had been released, and it wasn't enough where everyone was trying to have her head, but I think she just started to realize the internet was kind of a dogpiling place, and she's taken an indefinite hiatus, but she had gotten engaged in that period.
Oh, wow.
But,
what was the video?
I don't remember.
I know, it's I want to know that.
Yeah, right?
I don't remember, but also I know it wasn't the most egregious thing ever, but it wasn't okay either.
Yeah, sure it wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't. But what from 10 years ago on YouTube is funny now?
That's fair.
That's all I'm always. But regardless, I'm not defending her on that. It was a fan had made this video on TikTok. I was crying last night watching it. I was like, oh god. I was like, why am I watching this? It's 11 o'clock. It was this fan, and she has terminal cancer.
Oh no.
And so she's just trying not to cry while she's recording herself. She's like, hey, if you're out there, Jenna Marble is like, I have terminal cancer. Like, I will not be here. I don't have much time left, and I just want to say like all this stuff like to you and her fiance Julianne. Like, thank you so much. Like, blah blah blah. I don't mean to like say blah blah blah. It's just if I talk about it too much, I'll start crying.
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, and so since she's on hiatus, like people were kind of like, I hope she sees this. And while she didn't like post a video about it, her fiance Julian still like does streams. And so apparently like they did talk, like they talked both Jenna and Julian to the fan and back, and like they got a bunch of merchandise, which the weird part of me is like, why did they give this girl merchandise? Because she's not going to be around much longer, but it does, you know, effort is there.
This is a bummer.
I'm a huge Jenna Marbles fan. She's the one YouTuber I think I've watched since I started watching YouTube consistently.
What does she do?
Just stupid videos.
Thing?
They're funny.
Super funny.
I used to watch her videos a lot when I was younger.
Jenna Marbles.
Her older videos are like super normal YouTube, but like my favorite, there's one that's like pure serotonin, and it's her putting in tape-in hair extensions. It's so. Every 3 months, that's a video I rewatch when I'm like depressed. I watch that video.
She's an American former. Oh no!
You know who she is? You don't like her?
Headline for the BBC: YouTuber Jenna Marbles quits over blackface.
She did not.
Yeah.
She did not.
It wasn't the most egregious thing.
Shut up. I did not. If that is true, I did not know that. I don't think that's true.
Get her out of
That
here.
does not sound true.
I do not think that's true.
Oh my goodness!
This is a BBC.
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
care.
unfortunate, Peter.
I want to see it.
Jenna, I'm so.
Oh, that is so bad.
That's Nicki Minaj.
That is not what I did.
Dang,
I did
in the
not know
3
that.
minutes before that where Peter was prefacing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Cancel Peter.
Don't cancel
Oh my
me.
God.
I thought it was like one bad joke that she made. No, Jenna.
Wow, that's really tough.
Oh, that's so bad.
I still love her, but that's terrible.
Jeez.
I know
How
she
long ago was that?
Probably. I know that was because I know that apartment because I've been a fan of hers. That apartment is
YouTube personality
10
Jenna
years
Marbles quits her channel and apologizes to her 20 million followers for Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj's
she was-
blackface skit and rap about Asians.
That's the one I remember.
Oh,
yes.
that is horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
2011.
That and time does not make a difference.
No,
in
it doesn't.
something
Back
like
that.
That's not something you can just put behind
Put away.
you.
Oh man.
Like, you're just tripping. Like, why would you don't like don't need
People were trying so hard to be funny back then. I think they just tried to do the most egregious thing possible.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I accidentally downplayed. I did not know that second part. I was like, what? I thought it was just some bad joke that she had made. I didn't look too far into it because I was like, oh.
That was a roller coaster.
I was not a fan of her then. Stop reading that article. It's going to make me feel worse.
Okay.
Please. Let's talk about something that's more fun.
Wow. Twitter update.
I don't like you.
Well, Pruitt just made a face like something juicier.
Well, I just read the content of the rap.
Yeah, that was the one I remember,
Which
yeah.
is just, oh, wow.
It gets worse.
Yeah, not appropriate to say
That
on
was
air.
what I remember, and I was like, oh, girl. Anyways, clicking this
Wow.
again.
Twitter update.
Okay, so in the Peacock terms of agreement, I know none of us are going to have Peacock, but
My brother gets
I
Peacock
used
for
to.
European soccer.
Oh,
So.
wild.
in their terms and agreements, if you actually read it, because no one does, the recipe for Kevin from The Office's famous chili recipe is in.
That's hilarious.
inside.
In the terms and agreements?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Someone found out because it was like some TikTok video of some girl. She's like, my boyfriend actually reads all the terms and agreements, and he was reading the one for Peacock, and he found this.
Oh,
That's
nice.
super random.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Interesting.
But because Peacock's owned by, I think, NBC,
yeah.
who owns The Office.
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
So.
and Parks and Rec. And I
Yeah.
think they own Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool little Easter egg.
I
Yeah.
guess. I don't like chili.
Yeah.
I was
You don't
gonna
like chili?
Well, now I can't even
You don't
eat
like
it.
chili?
No, I do like chili. I
Okay.
was about to say that that's a little overboard or overkill to like, oh, let's milk The Office for everything we
Yeah.
have. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's a chili recipe.
Well-
It's not like like a production assistant could have made that.
Yeah.
True, but I also think like I don't unless it was like some TikTok plant. I don't think they had made the announcement or anything. It just sounds like someone finally found it. So I don't know.
True.
I've seen worse things that
True.
networks have done.
I think that's just silly and fun.
Yeah.
It is
I like
silly
it.
and fun.
Just
yeah.
silly and goofy.
I'm not hating.
Yeah.
Silly goobers.
That's like I'm
Cutesy,
gonna go watch more
cutesy.
Euphoria. Like
Yeah.
this is the exact counterbalance I need to the Euphoria world we live in. You know,
Ugh, I wrote
things that are silly and fun.
when I wrote Euphoria season 2 ended. Just to make myself laugh, I typed it out as Euphoria season 2. I just thought it'd be funny.
Euphoria, Snizzle.
I recently found out my cousin is like really into Euphoria, which is concerning because she's 16.
No.
Yeah.
They should not be watching that. That show just has no reason to be in high school.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think I didn't watch it, but I think someone made a YouTube video either saying why it should or shouldn't be in high school, and I was like, girl. The only thing that apparently I don't watch the show, so I guess I shouldn't say that. But the only thing that has made sense about like it being in high school is that play, is because there's like a play and it's based off of everyone who goes into that high school. Because you can't do that in college; it'd be weird, but. That makes sense. Otherwise, I'm literally like, there's no reason for this to be in high school. Just make them into college, and it's not as bad. Anyways, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to go finish the news.
Finish the news.
Yay.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
We have the smaller class sizes, we've got high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impact they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and I think a servant leader.
Being a mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today. I'm really excited to enter the workforce with the skills that I've gained here.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
.5 WASU. I'm saying this very fast. You're listening to The Morning App. Hello. Hi.
Hello, I'm Pruitt. Thank you for listening to the Morning App.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Ben.
I was going to get progressively slower because Speed was going really fast. Yeah, so then we're
it's called
meeting in the middle. Right. In the ears. Because this is a radio show. Equilibrium.
We had just mentioned TikTok before the break.
By Kesha?
Twitter update.
I wish it was. I miss those days.
I did
Party Girl.
10 years ago.
Party Girl Kesha. What a moment. No, TikTok. I created a mini headline called TikTok, the good and the bad. Because
is there ugly too?
There's a lot of ugly on TikTok.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sorry. But no, so the bad, good, misleading videos claiming to show invasion of Ukraine have been like all over TikTok.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, this isn't the first and it won't be the last time people have basically made up, not to coin a problematic person, but fake news. Yeah, it's very common in TikTok. Like, I know I get my news from Twitter, but I do not trust anyone who gets their information from TikTok, period.
Are they taking like movie clips and then posting it like, this is invasion of Ukraine?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
And maybe some of them are like videos of like, I don't know, the invasion of Syria or something.
Gotcha.
Imagine go into the effort of doing that.
I'm like, that's storming the beach of Normandy, and this is from Dunkirk. You know,
maybe
like,
they're
that's
not even.
the Ukraine.
I don't know about the movie stuff, but maybe people are doing that and they don't even know.
I was about to say another thing is like people like. Because Ukraine and Russia have had conflict for like 8 years.
Yes.
People will post stuff that was like 5 years ago.
Yes.
And then people will just see it and be like, oh, this is happening right now. Or post.
I saw a Vlogbrothers video, which is John and
They're
Hank
still
Green.
around?
Yeah, they're still making videos.
Girl.
Good, those nice men. And I thought it was like a current, video because it was like Ukraine explained the Russian and Ukraine tension, and nah, it was like from 7 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, that's crazy.
They've had tension. Not to be. This is definitely not the place to get your information either.
Yeah. I was about to say, if you're on TikTok or you're on Twitter, it's fine to get your news from there, but confirm the source. BBC, like for the Ukraine conflict especially, only using like Associated Press, BBC News.
NPR is pretty reliable.
NPR.
Nepar.
Yeah, any three of those. I wouldn't.
Or Radio Fibs.
Yeah.
And then the good. Well, I don't know if it's the good. I just thought it was interesting. So, because it's Camila Cabello, and I don't care for her, but she's been previewing like her new music through there, and I just find it interesting how like TikTok has become like an advertising thing. My favorite, or as I talked about, I think last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, Florence and the Machine. She was doing teasers for her music through TikTok.
Yeah, she was
exclusively, and I'm like, whoa, like people are just doing their a different. It's like a separate sort of campaign for TikTok compared to other social media, and it's just bizarre to me.
I only follow one artist on TikTok, like one
music artist, yeah.
That's Ricky Montgomery, so I've seen a little bit of that.
Oh, shout out to him. His EP is pretty. It's like 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm like curious. Interesting.
There's this one band that I've known about forever that whenever I go on TikTok, for some reason they always, because I think they found out on TikTok because they used to do indie music reviews.
Yeah.
On there, and they're not very good.
The reviews aren't, or
yeah,
the
they're
band?
not very good.
Okay.
No. The music's really good. I would just press shuffle on my Spotify and then just review it.
Yeah.
And I think they just the algorithm had found out I was really into indie music. So there's a band that I actually already knew called Bears and Trees, and they're British.
Bears and Trees.
And they literally post all the time. There's a few other bands that would show up there. Couch the Band, which is a band I know. Reliably Bad would show up. Yeah, that's their name. I think Melts made. This is so like literally the most indie like these
like,
names.
oh yes, there's artists.
Yeah. But Bears and Trees would be the one that I know, and then I remember because they used to be like on the Tumblr days too, back in the Diggity Day. So I know this one song is really good, Permanence, through them, and I'm like, hey, I know you guys, but like
Bears and Trees.
I'm not showing my TikTok, but if you go to my TikTok of almost all the reviews I did, all their artists have found me because I'll tag them.
Is it bears and trees or bears in trees? Okay, I found bears in trees.
Yes, I-N.
What's your favorite bears in trees
Permanence.
song?
I don't think it's in their top 5, but
it is not. But I will look for it.
it's on my best playlist of all time. Is a playlist I created called. Hold on, I think I know the title of it, but I want to get it right. It's,
Peter, you want to be Spotify friends?
Maybe. I don't use Spotify. I don't know how to. I don't know. Hold on. Wait, we already are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
What?
We definitely are.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it resetted all my.
I'm losing brain cells.
It reset all my friends. Anyways.
Interesting radio time.
It was called To the Main Character of a Movie Not Yet Made, and it's like a soundtrack. It's not just like, because you'll search up like main character movie playlists, and it's just like 80 songs. This is like a soundtrack, and it goes sequentially, and that song is in there.
Okay,
Anyways,
so the main character of a movie.
Not yet made.
Not yet.
I wonder if it shows up. Well, mine would show up on my Spotify. This is not interesting. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Well,
I'm interested.
Wow. Twitter update.
I was getting notifications on the drive home because I didn't even know this was happening. But there's new Pokemon games that had gotten announced.
Yeah, they had.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they come out with so many new games?
I know. Even I was kind of like.
Because they look terrible and they recycle the same engine over and over.
Well, this one is completely open world allegedly, and it takes place in an area inspired by the Spanish countryside, which I find dope because I love the Mediterranean. So, and I wanted to show they showed 3 Pokemon.
Right.
Wario.
And I wish it was Wario, dude.
They look okay.
I was wondering. I like them. I think
like
these
the
are,
grass type.
I think these are the strongest sets we've had since the ones that came out in Pokemon X and Y.
But we've had a cat recently, and
the
it's
evolution
But it's an actually cute
terrifying.
one. You
have
already
you seen
know.
Evolutions?
No, there's no evolutions.
No, but like in the past, you remember Lit?
Yeah, it's a horror.
That one was a horror fest.
People are like, what are Pokemon?
That was rough.
Ben, I want you to look at these, and I want you to give the honest. Hold on, why can't I open the whole picture?
See, I can't stand the water type.
Literally, shut up,
Really?
Ben. Which is
I like the water type.
There's the grass type, which is a cat, and its name is Sprigatito. These are Spanish. Fuecoco, which is a fire type crocodile. I love him.
So cute.
And Quaxley, which is a duck with this cute little feather hat.
They're all great, but Quaxley kind of the goat.
He hates him.
I don't like Quaxley.
I have always been a water type person. Like
Me
for
too.
starters, I almost always choose them. I can only name one or two times I prefer the fire type, and this might be the one. I love a little crocodile.
I don't know.
Reminds me of Totodile.
Yes.
We'll see how the reviews are, and then I'll determine if I.
People said it kind of looks like an apple, and I kind of see it.
That's
I was
so
like,
cute.
Show the camera.
oh, yeah.
I might actually play this one then.
Boop.
Well, the graphics do look better here than they did in Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was rough.
Well, my younger brother, like how the times have changed. I don't even keep up with Pokemon that much, but my younger brother was like, "Oh, I bought the new Pokemon games that came out like 3 years ago," and he's like, "I still haven't played it." I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, that's
They're not that good, but still, I was kind of gooped. Yeah, that was the. I just kept getting notifications. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that was happening today. Like they had a bunch of like announcements planned.
Like, look at this Magnetite or whatever his name is. You know,
is it all shiny?
Yeah, like he looks good. If that's what the graphics look like in the game,
it has like a metallic sheen to it. It's a Pokemon made of metal, and that's not. They never had that like metallic sheen to it before.
Right.
I actually kind of don't like that.
No.
Because it's never been traditionally depicted as reflective before.
Yeah.
It's weird to make it reflective now.
Not metal. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's. But it makes the graphics look better.
Sure.
Graphics are a big thing for me when we play games. That's why Breath of the Wild is so fun to watch.
Yes.
It's a beautiful game.
Very.
Breath of the Wild is one of those games I'd prefer to watch rather than play.
Really?
Like I'd watch someone else play it.
I love how much you can explore in that game.
It's so awesome.
A game that you can just like explore all this landscape. I'm like, this is fun.
And there's no rush to do anything.
Exactly. It's so good. The game's amazing.
The Pokemon Legends game, the one that Pruitt had just mentioned, which had recently come out, really fun, but like the environment, there's nothing to find.
And it's also so ugly. Like it is.
I don't think it's ugly, but it's nothing compared. Like when you play Breath of the Wild, it's like, dude.
And they came out 5 years apart. It's why it's just so upsetting for me. I'm just like, this is. Come on.
Last time I bought a Pokemon game was when Sun and Moon came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I actually kind of want to get this one.
I think it looks pretty. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say yes or no to if I want to buy it yet.
Yeah.
Because like, I always buy a Pokemon game because I'm a Pokemon person, but I don't know.
Just gotta catch them all.
Like I said, like the Pokemon games of the previous generation came out like 3 years ago.
It's always so funny to me when you refer to Pokemon generations, because I know what you're talking about as a Pokemon fan, but for people who don't,
I have to explain it every time.
You mean the Pokemon for Generation X?
Yes.
You know, it's always
like
so funny.
a new region with new characters and new Pokemon. That is a new generation. So like
in Pokemon universe jargon.
I'm trying to think of like when Pokemon was like biggest was probably Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
I'd say so.
So then Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out, and then like 5 years later, Pokemon Black and White came out, and it was like a new region.
Gen 4 to Gen 5.
That was the 4th generation, the 5th generation. This is the 9th generation.
Oh my god.
I know.
I got into Pokemon a little bit later. So the only generation that I like know all the Pokemon in is the 1st generation. I can recognize all those. I can recognize some of the other generations.
Can you do the Poke Rap?
Curl.
Probably could, yeah.
I can't do that.
I rewatched Indigo League like
oh my gosh
3 or 4 times.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Because I liked it.
Mary, can you run us through the
No, we don't have time.
I
We do
did
not have time.
know a single term that was just said.
Sorry, listeners.
Pruitt is gonna go practice his Pokemon rap, and I'll explain what we were talking about to Ben. He was like, it was like a good like 2 minutes. He's like, what language are they speaking?
Right. We're speaking Pokemon. That's my Pokemon noise. I'll see you guys on Friday.
I hate you. Bye, Pruitt.
Bye.
Everyone say bye.
Bye.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Blanks from University Communications here in the Beaver College of Health Sciences. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Beaver College, and we're going to interview some nursing students. Come along with me. Guess how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is?
I don't know.
No idea?
Nope.
Care to wager a guess?
5 years.
No, you're almost there. We'll keep going around until we find somebody maybe who knows. So, how do you like the Beaver College of Health Sciences thus far?
I love it. It's been a really fun time making relationships with all my classmates, and the faculty are very great. They're very caring, and it's not something I expected. I didn't expect them to care as much about me as they do, and so it's been really nice in this hard time going through nursing school.
Why did you want to be a nurse?
Well, when I was little, I had cancer, so just seeing like how the nurses helped my mom and like how she still really like thinks about the nurses and how much they did for her, I wanted to do that for other people.
What would this be called? This thing, like if you were going to look on Amazon, it must have a name, right?
It's called Seymour Butts.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
It totally is Seymour. So what do you like about the Beaver College of Health Sciences? Can you share with me something that you enjoy about it?
Yeah, I mean, what do you not like about it? It's honestly beautiful. We have everything available to us. Like as nursing students, I feel like I have like the most opportunities I would ever need. Just having like labs like this to kind of simulate like a real patient experience, that's definitely a highlight for me. It's just been a blessing to be able to go here.
Do you feel like you're doing good?
Of course.
I love your confidence. Is he going to be all right? Of course.
He'll be just fine.
He's good. Did you know how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is? Can you guess?
10 years.
Oh my gosh, you got it. Yes, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. We have this arm for you. I brought nothing for you, but yeah, how about a hand? Yeah, give her a hand. So I understand that you received a scholarship, is that correct?
Yes, I am part of the Beaver Scholars here, and with that, hopefully I am able to get into the nursing program.
What made you want to be a nurse?
Well, it all started with just experiences back at home with having not having accessible health care for my parents and the majority of the people who live in my town. I always saw the struggle there of people trying to find ways of getting health care and being able to afford it as well.
It seems like the scholarship has made a big impact in your life.
Oh, of course, yes. It's helped my family. Part of my graduating class, maybe 20, 30 students made it out to college. So that's something big and like something I'm proud of.
Did y'all know that the Beaver College of Health Sciences is having an anniversary, like right now?
Oh, it's 10 years, right?
How many? Yeah, 10. She
Amazing.
got it. Yeah. Good job. You knew. Yeah, 10 years. Thank you for your support of the Beaver College of Health Sciences and its students. Happy 10th anniversary to the Beaver College. Your support of these students is clearly having an impact on their lives now and will for years to come. Thanks so much and have a great one.
WASU.
.5 WASU. Hi, you're listening to the Morning App, the last little bit. You might be watching the Morning App on the Facebook live stream through App TV. You could also go to watchapptv.com to see where else you can find us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays live. Hi.
That was great.
I know, I was doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
Great transition. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Mary.
I'm Ben. Yeah, thank you to you special 3 people out there. Give me purpose.
They might not even be watching anymore.
I know.
They're probably
like, it was an accident. I didn't even mean to open this.
They're like, y'all talking about some problematic ginger marbles. Who is that? Well, we were mentioning this during one of the breaks, and I want to mention it again. So, weird sodas have been a discussion topic from before. And while I was doing some shopping at Wally World, I got I just found it. It was called Coca-Cola Starlight. It is space-flavored Coca-Cola. Ooh. And if you pour it into a cup, it's kind of ruby reddish. I would describe it, because I bought it, of course I did. I would describe its taste as vaguely tasting like s'mores and Coke, but it's not bad.
I'd like to try it at least.
Listen, Coke has done a lot of novelty stuff already, so they'll do spaced completely. Coke and coffee, we had talked about that. Have y'all ever tried that?
I remember seeing commercials for it.
They still do. I got them on Hulu sometimes.
Don't drink coffee, bruv.
Well, I know, but it's Coca-Cola.
I wonder how that would taste.
I didn't think it tasted bad. It just kind of tasted like Coke with a hint of coffee.
I don't drink a lot of coffee, so.
Yeah. Not many people do, apparently, except for me.
Have you, speaking of this, though, and I don't know how it compares. I imagine it's completely different. But,
yes.
Have you seen, the Pepsi Nitro thing? Pepsi's coming out with Pepsi Nitro.
More caffeine?
What?
Is it, more caffeine?
No, it's supposed to be, a coffee, brew type drink where it has, it's, not carbonated, really. And
That's
it's like nitro, nitro infused, the foam or whatever.
Hold on.
So it's supposed to be.
Pepsi.
Yeah, I'm searching this because I'm a Pepsi drinker.
I know. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
Well, I don't drink Pepsi very often either. I prefer when Coke does something to Coke. I think it's better. But plain Coke versus plain Pepsi, I will drink Pepsi.
Coke.
I'm a Coke fan.
Type in the comments. Are you Coke stan?
Oh my God!
Or Pepsi stan?
What is this?
Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't think I'd like it because I don't like coffee. I don't really like drinks like that, and I like carbonated drinks.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be for people that don't really enjoy carbonated.
They're calling it draft cola.
Yeah, they're really trying to make it
Oh, that looks interesting.
I know it looks
design.
Yeah, they did a good job with the marketing. I will say. It's
apparently not good enough because I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. Oh well, fair.
Yeah, it's nitrogen infused. This is the weirdest review podcast ever. I was just reviewing sodas.
How is that the first thing that pops up on Google?
What?
What?
What are you
talking? Are you on a podcast then?
No, I was talking about this right here, right now. It's the weirdest podcast ever.
I'm slow.
Yeah, reviewing sodas by looking at them. But it's advertised as on the can. It says smaller bubbles, smoother taste. Does it? Does it affect the taste?
Probably. Yeah.
How?
Because it's not carbonated.
It's when you get a Sprite from McDonald's, it's
on crack.
Exactly. Yeah. Imagine the opposite of that.
That's true. Yeah. They want your throat to bleed by the time you're finished with that.
I want to if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and bring a McDonald's Sprite with me and just give it to like a random peasant.
Watch them die.
Yeah.
I've thought about that though. Like, imagine just anybody from like the medieval times drinking a soda.
Or
like,
a single Dorito.
The way that would like ruin the
witch.
course of human history, like introducing soda way sooner than it's supposed to, and you go back to your real time and humanity is extinct.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that I have like such a weird thing about time travel. I'm always like, because I think they've tried. Of course they have. I don't think they
What do you
haven't
mean?
tried.
Who's they?
They, the shadow government, whoever, you know, the people who did MK Ultra and stuff. I don't know. I know they're still around. I know they've tried time travel. I don't think it's successful, but like, I don't think we should be messing around with that.
Yeah, no. We could screw ourselves over so easily.
So easily. It's just not worth it.
But well, time travel can't be real though because time in of itself is arbitrary.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have to be like it's dimensional travel. That's what it would be. And even then, dimensional is theoretical, but it'd be dimensional travel, and it'd be like traveling towards a previous state of existence. I'm like, that's too much, and like, there's too many things, too many variables, because the Earth is always moving too. It's just like we don't need to do all this. To what end?
How did we get here from Coca-Cola Starlight?
Y'all were trying to poison the peasants. Y'all were trying to start
the McDonald's. You got us here.
Yeah. Trying to start the Black Plague too.
Start it. Oh.
You know, I just found out that there's a difference between a pandemic and an epidemic. I thought that was the same thing.
Really?
Because an epidemic, like the AIDS crisis was an epidemic. It wasn't a pandemic. But like coronavirus is a pandemic.
Wait, I know one is like worldwide and another is like smaller, but I don't remember which one is which.
Epidemic is smaller and it's not as like easily transferable. Like it sounds like there's a lot of cases of it, but it's less like cough on someone, even though it's what they thought AIDS was, like cough on someone and you get it. I think that's also like part of it.
Oui.
I was, because we were talking about, because I was on a date with someone who was like some med student and we were talking about it. So I was like, oh, I did not, because we were randomly talking about that sort of thing. And just, of course, what else do you not talk about on a first date besides, you know, like incurable diseases? The things I never get second dates because I'm just a oddball.
Self-roast.
Yeah, self-roast. I was practicing my stand-up routine on the way home. In the car, I was just like, I've always been like, y'all, I wanna, if I ever have to do stand-up again, when I want to, but if I ever have to deal with like a heckler or something, like I'm ready.
Got to.
Ready to fight.
Yeah, well, it's not like I want to do it as a career or nothing. No way.
Too stressful.
I don't know. Well, yeah, but also like name a stand-up comic who's like, well, that's not entirely untrue, but name a stand-up comic who has their life together.
I was like crushed when I heard about John Mulaney.
Yeah, John Mulaney out there wilding.
Yeah.
I thought he was so cool, and then he
still is.
I think he's better now, right? Right? He's like okay. Like he's physically okay.
Oh, yeah.
Physically, I think, yeah.
That's what I meant. I was like,
mean, you know, at least to us, who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. That's the whole thing
as far
of
as we're aware.
Famousness. I would be either a terrible famous person or a great famous person because I have no life.
Yeah.
Outside of like, I'm
just curious who my famous circle would be.
What do you mean?
Like when I start hanging out with other famous people.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben.
Like who my famous circle would be.
Ben's famous now.
No, I'm not.
What would you get famous for, I wonder?
Well, what would you do?
Probably poker. Unless like some way through radio. I end up like landing like a podcasting or like some random thing.
That'd be cool.
Ben would be the friend. Ben would be a part of not the vlog squad, but if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be the person hosting the YouTube channel, or at least the main one, but he would be in the vlog squad.
Yeah, that's actually very accurate. Very 100% accurate.
People are like, oh my god, there he is. Like
there'd be a random Ben stands in the comments, but I wouldn't really be famous.
It would be like the very loud person who's screaming at the camera with like two other people behind him also kind of screaming at the camera, and then like in the far back of the apartment we see you not interacting or doing stuff, and in the comments it's like time
oh my
step.
Gosh, there he is.
Like that's you.
That's accurate.
Oh well,
Wow.
Moon Day. Hold on, wait. I stretched it.
Moon Day.
Moon Day.
Moon Day.
Monday, Moon Day.
Oh,
With an
Monday.
extra O.
It's because it's the moon.
To put what?
Like in Spanish, or I think in
Well,
like.
yeah, because in French, it's
too.
Lundi. Lundi is Monday.
And then
Like the days based off the moon.
Spanish, it's lunes.
Lunes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Why did I? Y'all, I didn't know that. Because most of the other days are named after like in English. They're named after like Norse gods. Thursday is Thor.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
So I didn't make that connection with Monday. I just kind of assumed.
Huh.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
Exactly what I was gonna say. That is, I guess, the way to end it. We're gonna dab on out of here.
Have a nice moon day.
A moon day. There's a song from a band I know that the title of the song is Moon Day. And we're playing it now. No, we're not. Have a good day, everyone.
Yes, bye.